Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of your new year. Hi, my name's Bree, stay for a while. So we're going to be doing a different kind of video today. We're going to be doing a reading challenge. So I've seen a few people do reading challenges where they let a random number, can I speak please? Thank you. Where they let a random number generator choose for like how many hours they read per day. But I've seen a handful of people do the challenge that I'm doing today where they let a random number generator choose how many pages they read for a day. So that's what we're doing today, as you can probably tell by the title. But I have actually already started this today because it's the middle of the day, and as soon as I woke up today I started to read a bit and I was like, wait, should I actually be reading or should I get my number up first? So I did get my number. I did go onto Google and I set my number, so a minimum of 30 and a maximum of 200 pages, and we got 60 pages. Now I have already read a bit today. I'm currently reading Sarah J Maas's House of Flame and Shadow. I started this in my most recent 24-hour readathon and I'm nearly done. I've got this much left, but over halfway. I'm about 70% of the way in, 65 maybe, and I'm on chapter 61, but I started on chapter 55 this morning and I calculated how much I've already read today, which is 42. Was it 42? I didn't calculate. That's how much I read yesterday. So I've read 47 pages so far of this book. I wasn't meant to read that much this morning. I literally got so carried away. We got to a good bit where Bryce had gone to hell, basically. That's where she'd gone. I just couldn't stop reading because we were discovering so much about the story and so much about Midgard and the Asteri that I just could not put it down. But I have been savouring this book because I don't want it to end. I got some like stuff that I need to do. I got some editing I need to do today. And then we've just got 13 pages left to read for the day, which I can complete. There's probably 13 pages just in the next chapter. I kind of wish I had a bigger number today because I haven't got much going on today, but knowing my luck I'll have the high numbers on my busier days, like tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with my day now and then we'll continue reading in a bit. So it's the next day and it's quite late on in the day. It's currently 4:35 and I've been very busy this morning. I've literally had 2 meetings in uni and then what else have I done? My nails done. Well, I do them myself. Just done like a bunch of like housework, basically what I've done all day. Kind of boring, besides the point, it's not a part of the video. I got up to chapter, what did I get up to last night? I got up to chapter 65. I read 82 pages yesterday, which my goal was to read 60, so we definitely surpassed that 60. I haven't read anything today, not a single thing. I haven't even picked up my Kindle. I've literally just opened it for the first time right now. So I thought we'd sit down together and we'd get our little random number generator up and get our little number up, and I hope it's not a big number because as I said it's almost 5 o'clock. Hopefully I don't get like 200 pages because that's too much. I've got my little numbers there and we are just gonna generate 87. Okay, fun. I feel like that's not too bad considering I read 80 yesterday. When I first started this book, I think I read like 200 pages because I read it for a 24-hour readathon. I feel like I devoured so much of it. Right now I'm like, I don't want it to end. Kind of glad that I'm only getting like 80 pages here or there. I'm gonna get ready for the night, settle down, have some food, and then we're gonna spend the rest of the evening reading this book and try and get our 87 pages done. So it's the next day and I read quite a bit yesterday. I definitely read over what I needed to read. So I had to read 87 pages yesterday and I read, I think it was like 130. Yeah, I read 136 pages yesterday because the story just got so good. We discovered so much. Like Bryce like went up to the Northern Rift and if you know what happens then yeah, so much happened. We had another ACT crossover which I love. But I've already done my timer for today. Not timer, my number for today. I got 148. So just a reminder, my limits are in between 30 and 200 and I've got to read a minimum today of 148, which isn't fun because it's currently 1 o'clock on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday today. I haven't read a single thing yet and I've also got a night shift tonight, so at one point I am going to have to sleep to get a nap in, ready for my night shift. So there's a few hours gone out of my day. I have got tonight, like on my night shift I can read, but I've worked it out. I've only got 119 pages left of House of Sky and Breath, so we're going to need another book to go into tonight and I have no idea what I want to read. So I've got 2 books that I feel like I want to read. So I've got these 2 books that I think I want to read. So we've got The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy, or we've got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. These are both on my July TBR and we are in the last week of July. We've literally only got a few days left, so I do want to try and get something done off of my TBR because I think I've only read like 3 books off my TBR, which is actually quite good to be fair. But I think I'm gonna go for a nice romance because I've read so much fantasy. But I don't know which one I want to read. I really don't, because I want to get The Dixon Rule done because I love The Graham Effect and I just know that I'm gonna love this. But it's a bit long. This like almost 500 pages, so I think this is also quite long though. Oh no, this is under 400 pages. I tell a lie, just over 4. I think I might go with Just for the Summer because it sounds like a really cool concept. Like I think they sort of meet on Reddit and they both sort of like follows Justin and Emma, and they both think that they have this curse that everyone they date and then they break up with them. They then go off and find their soulmates. They like, one of them posts on like a Reddit thread and they end up like dating each other to try and like cancel out their curse kind of thing. So hopefully when they break up that they're then gonna go find their soulmates, but plot twist, obviously they're gonna be soulmates. I think I might give this a go. I'm trying so hard to get through my like Abby Jimenez back catalogue. I've only read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez and I loved it so much. Like the anxiety representation in Yours Truly is so freaking good. It's amazing. I know I've read it out of order. People say you have to read like Part of Your World, then Yours Truly, and then this, because I think they're all sort of part of the same. They're like interconnected standalones. I haven't read Part of Your World. I just went straight in with Yours Truly, and then I think I'm gonna go in with this, and then I'll probably read Part of Your World. Very backwards, but they are interconnected standalones. You don't have to read them in order, but I guess it does kind of help. I'm gonna stop rambling now and actually get on with reading because I have 148 pages I need to read today, so let's get on with reading. Imagine the power they would have from this antidote. No. I got so much anxiety right now. How does he know all the time? Why is he always one step ahead? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Yes. I'm gonna love this so much. I love this so much. Like so much is going on and I love it. I'm stressed, like I'm anxious. I can't cope, but I love it so much. I'm a fucking mess. This book, oh the ending, oh my god, this just destroyed me. I need a minute to recuperate. Hello and welcome to my flow. So I just filmed my August TBR video. It's currently half full and obviously I did a night shift last night, so I slept for a bit this morning until about 1 o'clock. I got up, did some housework, filmed some content, and now it's half full and I haven't read a single thing yet. I got up to page 60 of Just for the Summer last night and I know we just needed to read like 26, so I definitely like surpassed that. I haven't got my number up yet for today, so hopefully it's something short and sweet. sweet because I have to edit my TBR video and get it up and schedule it by Sunday, and it's currently Friday and I'm going out tomorrow, so I'm not gonna have time tomorrow, so I want to make sure I get all of the editing done today. But we're just gonna generate 66 pages. Okay, I feel like that's manageable. Yeah, that's the right word. But I'm really enjoying this so far. Like, the premise is so different. I've just got to the bit where she's gone to Minnesota. I can't say without saying an American accent. It's so hard to say. Minnesota. Oh my god, I can't say it, but you know what I want to say. Minnesota. I can't say it in my Welsh accent. It's so bad. Oh my god. But I've just got to the bit where she's gone there. Jacob's from yours truly. Emma's gone to Minnesota. Oof. I'm internally cringing right now. I can't cope. Justin, his name is Justin, but Justin doesn't know that she's gone there. So I've just got to the bit now where she's gone there and they're describing like the cottage that she's staying in on this lake, which sounds absolutely divine. Justin sounds like hell of a vibe. He's so funny and so cute. The way that Abby Jimenez just writes men is so perfect. I'm really enjoying it so far. I knew I was going to enjoy it because it's an Abby Jimenez book. Like, I'm obviously going to enjoy it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get some of this reading done. Sometimes the key to happiness is framing those things in a different way. I wish I was tabbing this book right now. Hey, so we're gonna ignore the absolute mess that I am right now because I am going out later. I obviously look like a state right now. I have a confession. I didn't actually read 66 pages yesterday. I just couldn't. I don't know why. Like, I got up to page 96, so I read 35 pages yesterday out of 66, which isn't too bad. I read like half of what I needed to read, so I'm gonna add whatever the number is today. I'm gonna add 31 pages onto it, but I hope it's not much because I am going out later, as I mentioned. But I'm gonna get my little number up today because I have no idea I haven't read a single thing today. Okay, let's generate. I hope it's not a big number. Please give me like 30. Plus the 31 on top of that. I've got to read 192 pages today. 192. I better get cracking. I mean, I haven't got anything to do in the next like few hours. I can get 100, that's like 200 pages. That is like 4 hours of reading for me. So I read on average about 50 pages an hour. So that's like 4 hours of reading. I don't think I have 4 hours. So it's the next day, even though it does look like I'm in the exact same spot as I was in the last clip I filmed. But it's now Sunday today, and I ended up last night finishing Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Even though I said that I didn't even think I'd complete the 190 whatever pages I had to finish, I ended up finishing this whole book. So I read before I went out. I think I read like 100 pages maybe before I went out, and then I wasn't out for long. It was quite boring, so I came home early and got into bed, and I stayed up until 3 AM finishing this book. I definitely surpassed my page limit yesterday. I read 308 pages yesterday, which is a lot. Basically, I've just read this whole book yesterday. I rated it 4.75 because I don't know my reasoning, but it just didn't have that 5-star feeling, but it was so good. Like, it almost had that 5-star feeling, but I just didn't have that connection to this book as I did when I read Yours Truly. We've obviously got a few days left from today, so I got today and tomorrow left to read, and then we would have done my week of reading. But I'm gonna move on to Kindle book this Oh no, The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. I've seen this all over my TikTok and my Bookstagram. I don't know when it came out, but I think the second book is coming out at the end of August or in the middle of August. So I want to read the first one before the second one comes out, because I've heard that it gives off like powerless vibes. Something to do with like a lost princess, and she ends up in like this rebel camp, and the rebels don't know that she's like the lost princess or something, and like the rebels kind of like train her up to be a rebel, and like there's like obviously like a romance then with one like the head of the rebels, something along those lines. I don't know, I have no idea, but I've just kind of got the gist of what from people have said on TikTok. We need to get my number up for today, which I hope it isn't much because I am going to be in work all day today. Well, all day, but basically all day. I got work at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave in 20 minutes, and I'm gonna be working for the next like 3 or 4 days back to back, so I hope I don't have a very big number today or tomorrow. But gonna just get my number up today. Oh, what am I doing? Why is it so high? 133. So I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be able to get 133 done, and then when I get into bed I can get the majority of my reading done when I'm in bed. I think that's my plan. I have had Passenger Princess on repeat for the last since it came out on the 26th. I am a Nessa Barrett stan. Like, Nessa Barrett is my girl. I freaking love Nessa Barrett. People feel about Taylor Swift is the way I feel about Nessa Barrett. Like, Nessa Barrett is my queen. But I was meant to have training in work this morning, so I stayed in work last night. So if you didn't know, I'm a support worker, and like where I work they require like 24/7 care. So we have like someone who does the wake and they're awake all night, and then we have someone that does like the sleeping. So there's always like 2 staff there at all times. So if anything goes wrong, if one of them has to go to like hospital, there's always like that sleep staff there that like is like backup. So I slept in last night. I was meant to like go straight from work this morning to training in the office, but I'd already done the training, so they sent me home. They were like, oh, you don't have to do it again, seeing as you've already done it. So I am gonna go back to work in a minute, but I thought, when I say in a minute, I should really go back to work. Like, no, I'm not exactly on shift, so I'm not really going to, like, I'm not rotated in for a shift until 1 o'clock, so I'm just like, I'll just go grab McDonald's breakfast, I'll sit in my car and I'll chill for a bit and then I'll go back to work. But I met my goal yesterday. Obviously I was meant to read 133 pages yesterday, but I obviously didn't film anything because I was obviously reading in work and I couldn't film in work. I am reading The Veiled Kingdom, as I've already mentioned to you, and I got up to page 181 yesterday. Like, this is such an easy read. Like, at the minute it is feeling more of like a 3.5 star because it's a very short book. Like, it's very fast paced. It's not, there's not like loads of in-depth world building, and if you know me, I love anything, like I love really high stakes fantasy with loads of in-depth world building with like a plot of romance as well. Do love the fantasy element of things, and this just doesn't have that fantasy element, but it is like a really easy read. I would say it's more character driven. Like, we're just seeing a lot of like things between the characters and how the characters feel and like what the characters are doing. There's not much plot really. Like, we have this rebellion that's going against the king, but they haven't really said what their plot is or what they're going to be doing. We just know that there is a rebellion, and in the past they've done a raid of the castle and things. I feel like it's going really fast. Everything's moving very quickly. I'm on chapter 14 at the minute. Yeah, it's going right. I'm halfway through. Not much has really happened. I'm 50% of the way through, and this all's happened is the lost princess has gone to this underworld, like the Veiled Kingdom, where the rebellion live in, and sort of trained, and there's like some sexual tension between Dacre. I don't know. It's sitting at like 3.5, but I can see why people love it. Like, there's no sort of like introduction to the world at all. You're sort of just like thrown in, and then it gets mentioned once that he said like, I don't know any fae that doesn't have magic, and I was like, oh, they're fae. I just don't know what the world is, what sort of magic it is. Do they have elemental magic? Like, what sort of magic do they have? I know one of them has some sort of like shadow magic, and I'm just like, I don't know. I need some world building, please. But I thought I'd just update you where I'm at. I have done my random number generator for today. As usual, minimum 30, maximum 200, and we are gonna generate what to do. 196. Oh my god. I mean, I'll definitely finish this because I feel like I still have another like 180 pages or something to go. Carry on reading. I'm gonna eat my McDonald's. I'm gonna turn my aircon back on because I'm absolutely roasting in this car right now. So it's a few days later, and as I mentioned, I wasn't able to film anything because obviously I was working loads. I'm back home in my mum's house. If you've never seen this room before, this is in my mum's house. Finished The Veiled Kingdom. So Monday was our last day of reading, and I finished The Veiled Kingdom. I think I mentioned in my last clip that it's sitting at a 3.5 and it's still a 3.5 because there was just no world building, like no plot whatsoever, and the ending, like if you've read Twisted Love, no, not Twisted Love, Twisted Hate, and you have that like hate scene in it, if you know, you know. If we had that at the end and then it just ended, and I was like, it just didn't sit right with me, and there was just no plot whatsoever, but I did really enjoy it. Like I enjoyed it, it was good. Like I'd recommend it to people and I can see why people love it, but for me it just didn't hit as hard as it has hit for others. But I read 181 pages. No, I didn't. I read 183 pages and I can't remember how much we had to read. I think it was like 196, and then I read 49 pages of Zodiac Academy 5, which is The Cursed Fates, and this is my current read at the minute. Yeah, we're at the end of this video and I feel like I read so many pages. I will put like a calculation up on screen of how much I actually read this week. I feel like we did good this week. I love doing these little challenges and they just like push you to read more, because one of my goals for August is to read every single day. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you get these extra videos I'm going to be uploading in the next few weeks, and some very exciting videos as well, so definitely make sure you subscribe. And while you're down there, do all the other YouTube stuff that I always ask you to do, like give it a thumbs up, press the little bell, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!